You don't want to miss Mike and Vin Radio, the king of RBA Business Talk Radio on ESPN 106.1 FM, The Choice 105.3, and worldwide on IBGR.network.
Would you join me, please, and welcome me,
Mike King Vin Radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Mike King here. I am here with AZ Baycott. Lori Jennings is here. To women in business and sports. Well, Lori Jennings is using the power of sports in business. AZ is here, just graduated from the Virginia State University, using the power of sports. Now you're on the business side of it. You have a podcast. What's the name of the podcast and how can people find it?
The Baycott's Corner Podcast. You can check it out on Instagram. The username is AB5Talk, and on YouTube it is the Baycott's Corner Podcast.
Alrighty. Lori Jennings, how can people find you out there?
Lori Jennings. You can find me on LinkedIn at Lori Jennings, Lori, Jennings with a J, or my email, lori@jenningsprosearch.com. Wait a minute. My website, jenningsprosearch.com.
JenningsProSearch.com. All right, ladies. So here, you're in sales. You're in sales. A lot of times people think that's a male-dominated area. Sports, a lot of times. Talk about women in sports and the opportunity that you had in sales, like really overcoming the thing. It's like, I'm here. The same thing when like, you're a girl. Girls don't do whatever.
Well, for me, gosh, when I started my career in my 20s, a long time ago.
Wasn't that long ago?
Yeah. All the guys, they were playing golf. That was the thing, right? Back then in sales, you took everybody out to play golf. So I went to Walmart, got me some golf clubs, and showed up and figured out how to play golf.
Are you nice now? Are you good?
Well, I got pretty decent for a while, but I've had to take a step back because I run my own business. Golf takes a long time, so I can't do that anymore. That was when I was just a salesperson. I did a lot of golf. So there's always been guys out there, and I'm in the tech industry, and it's dominated by guys, so that's what they talk about. They talk about their golf trips, their hunting trips, their bird hunting, and all kinds of hunting. This is what guys do to bond and rapport and get business. So as a woman, I'm like, well, I'm going to do it too. So I started playing golf. I started doing what other guys did, and I've always been interested in sports. I was raised by my father. I was his child, his tomboy. And so for this particular basketball, I'm a big VCU fan. I love watching college basketball, got the VCU tickets, and this has been great for me. I didn't plan it that way, but now it gives me an opportunity to get clients out.
AZ, let's talk about women in basketball and sports. So she talked about dad had her out there, the tomboy one. How long were you your brother's little sister that you started to make a name for yourself?
Oh, see, I'm the older sibling between us two. But it was a point in time where I was in the same boat. I was my dad's tomboy. I started playing I didn't want to play basketball.
Which one did you want to play?
I did soccer and gymnastics.
Okay.
So, I stopped playing soccer all the way up till 11th grade in high school. I had offers in soccer, but it just wasn't something I wanted to do anymore. I was basically just doing it for fun at that point.
What was it about soccer? Do you watch soccer now and like when you...
Yeah.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I still love soccer. So.
Is that the number one sport for you?
Nah, basketball.
Basketball,
soccer, football.
Who's the top player in the women's game that you like now?
For soccer?
No, for basketball.
Basketball? I would have to go with Angel Reese and Candace Parker.
Angel Reese, she got the game. Now, this whole name, image, and likeness thing she blew up with it.
Yeah, so That's one of my friends. So, I think she really opened up the doors for women's sports. So,
yes,
that was huge because I'm not going to lie, nobody really paid attention to women's sports. And they had the highest rating for the NCAA tournament, the championship. Even the UConn game, the men's game, nobody watched it as much as they watched that game.
Yeah, I know. It kind of hurt. Before that league.
I love that, though.
Now, I'm a South Carolina fan just because Dawn Staley is from Philly.
Yeah.
And, we are some homers.
Yeah.
Shout out to Philadelphia, and we are that way. But we had never seen a game like that before.
Yeah.
On the women's side. When you start looking at women's basketball overtaking the men's game, that's how some people saw it. It's more interesting. And then all of a sudden you see her with the whole name, image, and likeness thing just totally blowing up and making money off where people we didn't think was possible back in the day.
Yeah.
I even watched that game.
You couldn't make money off your name.
It was good.
Nah, it's different now. And they started it for high school now, so I think that's really good. So times are definitely different.
Times are definitely different. Alrighty, ladies. So advice for a young person out there starting out in business
For me?
Yes.
Is this related to sports
Anything.
or anything?
Anything.
Be patient. I mean, do the work, right? Show up. If you're starting out,
You can't start out on top. You mean I
can't
can't
start out on top.
I can't start out up here.
So
I
get a
can't.
good job, get with a good company, find a great mentor, and just absorb everything you can.
Hey, speaking of mentors, okay. What is it that makes a great coach?
I would say just being there for you all the time, like outside of the sport, like checking on you, your mental health. Because like I'm not gonna lie, mental health is really big in college sports. Like I've had a lot of teammates who really struggle with that, and our coaches weren't there for them. So I think that plays a big role, just being there outside of the sport, like not just caring about the person just because they play for you. Like it has to be more to it.
Did the mental health part get harder in college than it was? Or do you think even at the high school level now that people, it's like go, 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 get it, get it?
I think it's pretty different now. Like now, mental health is probably a lot in high school because like they have more technology and all that stuff. Like cameras are always on them. We didn't have that when I was in high school.
Yeah.
So like I would say for me, when I was in high school, mental health wasn't really a thing because I was still young. So I was fine. But when I got to college, mental health was really big. So
Do you think it's just the pressure that's on people all the time and comparing? I mean, we didn't always have phones in our pockets when we started out, you know.
Thank
And
gosh.
I
I don't
know.
know how I don't know how they do it. 'Cause we didn't have those kind of phones.
No,
right?
it's you know, you're connected 24/7.
Yeah.
People say that they can't work for somebody 8 hours a day. Then you start your own business and you're working 27 hours a day.
Mhm.
Just totally consumed. The phone is always there. My wife is like, Mike, you know, and without even thinking, you just kind of, you know, it's been 32 seconds.
yeah.
Let me
No,
go
really.
look. And that is the problem. You guys always have access. How you're doing. You're graded every game, every minute,
Yeah.
every second, every game.
I think social media plays a big part in that because like I know my little brother, he's currently ranked #1 in the country and he's only in 6th grade. So like social media plays a big part in like antagonizing him.
When you were saying your little brother is ranked high, I'm thinking your other brother.
Oh no. My
So-
little brother's name is King Baycott. So,
Okay,
yeah.
so we're looking at kids in the 6th grade.
Yeah. So he got ranked when he was in 4th grade. So times are different. I didn't get ranked till I was in middle school. So times are really different now.
Sorry.
This is unbelievable. And
You know, I'm
I
saying
see this. I'm just going to say this because I'm a big VCU fan, and I sit there on Facebook and all their groups and Twitter. If you're listening out there, be kind to these people because some of the comments that come out when a player,
brutal.
Yeah.
it's brutal. I know we might feel that as fans, and Ro and
Yeah.
I, sometimes I'll text her and go, oh my God, that was a bonehead move. Why did you ever do that
Yes.
technical? But that's between us.
Yeah.
I don't go on a forum and then start slamming these people. It is awful what people say to
that's
these.
somebody's kid.
That's
Yeah.
somebody's kid. I mean,
And that's
come
why I said
on.
mental health kicks in
It's
because
awful.
people like I know one of my brother's former teammates, Caleb Love, like at UNC, he just transferred, but like all the hate and backlash he was getting like from his play this year, and like he led them to the NCAA tournament last year. So it's just like he has one bad season and now he's just this awful player. Like we don't want you here, blah blah blah.
So when you started getting shine, where in the middle school?
Yeah, so I was ahead of my brother. Like it was a point in time I was like way ahead of him. So I was ranked in like 7th grade. I was ranked like 15 in Virginia. So
So you were getting buzzed then.
yeah.
But we didn't have the kind, you're saying we didn't have that kind of crazy buzz that we have
Yeah,
right now.
no, like all that filming kids every tournament. We didn't have that. We didn't have all those cameras and stuff.
Okay. So what's the difference between you, your brother Carolina now, and your younger brother, who this is totally his world?
Yeah,
It is all ACC, AAU basketball, you know, tournaments every weekend. The
Yeah.
parents are just as crazy too.
yeah. My
The
parents
parents.
are gone every weekend. They literally just got back Wednesday from Miami and went to Ohio on Saturday. So
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I know. Back in my day, now this one you sound like the old man, we used to have a sports bus. And the sports bus, this is when you go to school in the country too. So the sports, you know, the sports bus is for everybody who stayed after school for after school
Oh, yeah.
activities. And then it took a long time because the bus had to go to all of the areas instead of your regular bus. But we may have played a game here, a game there, and then we had other tournaments, but it wasn't like this every weekend. And I know the impact that it has because I asked hotel owners, when did you know you were going to be okay during the pandemic? and they said we never had a question. The hotel rooms are full because of travel teams.
Yeah.
Cheerleading, sports,
Gymnastics. Yeah.
everything. The hotel rooms are full every weekend. Burning up hot. Parents, God bless you. God bless you. All right, so AZ is here, Lori Jennings. How can people find you one last time with your podcast?
My podcast Instagram name is AB5Talk, and you can find it on YouTube at the Baycott's Corner Podcast, and you can also reach me on my main Instagram account at Asian A Baycott.
There you go, Lori Jennings.
Lori Jennings. You can find me on LinkedIn at Lori Jennings, Lori Jennings with a J, or my website, JenningsProSearch.com.
On the mic with Mike.
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 I'm on the mic with Mike. He's like a guru,
No, he's a businessman with a great radio show.
and he supports the non-profits.
Watch his show and grow.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you take our sponsors and advertisers because I always say the microphone ain't free. Not here at ESPN and my grandkids need stuff. Shout out Lori Jennings, know they need stuff because when they go to the games, you got to have her looking spiffy. It's different when you had a bunch of boys and then you get a girl. It's a different thing. So here we go.
Mike with Mike, from Michael Mike, from the Michael Mike, Michael Mike. My name is Isabella, and you're listening to My King Biz. Hubby, that's my scam.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got to go. Take care.